There's a place out on the highway, you can't quite call it a town. They don't roll up all the sidewalks, they never roll them down. There's just a little roadside diner where all the locals like to talk.
Hello.
They don't know this ain't nowhere, they never been no place before. They all think they've got heaven right outside the door. They don't know this ain't nowhere, it's just their state of mind. Everybody's going somewhere till they leave nothing behind.
I do love that landscape. Where did that come from? Let's walk.
No, there's actually one by
Hello, I'm Anne Goetze, and I'm having an art show in Theta, Tennessee, in an old 1885 general store, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about some of the pieces that are in the show this weekend. This is my clothesline series that has the mixture with the black and white photographs and the painted photographs. This painting is titled Glory Hill and Sunflowers. It's a painting that is right outside the view from my home. On this particular space that we have, it has some of the oil paintings and also Nathan Colley's work. And we work together a lot with some of our subject matter, so this goes well. It's his birds with my painting.
Hello, I'm Nathan Colley. I'm a wildlife photographer of Tennessee, and this is my work. Most of it is local from this area. I also go out west to the coast of Florida, and I print with different Japanese papers. Campy is the one I use the most. This is a piebald fawn. I captured him at Radnor Lake State Park a few years ago. This is a yellow-billed cuckoo, also at Radnor Lake State Park. They're very elusive birds. They're about the size of a blue jay, and they hide in really thick cover. And this is a laughing gull. I captured him in Destin, Florida. This piece coming up is a piece that I did with my mom, Anne Goetze. Paper we printed it on with Japanese campy paper. She took the photo of the tree, and then I included the pieces of the birds.
Well, my ears like to hear the music, and my brain keeps trying to understand. but my ego keeps taking all the credit. My heart just wants to go and join the band, but my feet, these feet were made for dancing. You might want to watch out for your toes, 'cause I'm just trying to do that old dance they call life. No one can seem to tell me how it goes.
I'm Sandy Hill. This is some of my work. This is Agent Orange, which has a personal meaning for me, since I've suffered from complications of Agent Orange from time spent in Vietnam. But Agent Orange. These three are a series I did, I think 2016, when Aleppo was under siege. This is the bombing of Aleppo. This is the burning of Aleppo.
What year was that?
They're all done, one after another in 2016, in about 5 days. This is the dust of Aleppo. And I was just upset with the situation and seeing it on news every night. And they came easy and pretty quick, which is unusual sometimes, but there it is. This is probably the second painting I ever did, down the line south, just from an old photograph I took years and years ago, back when I knew less and things were easier. I didn't complicate things so much. From living in Sweden, and not that has any particular connotation, but I painted them when I was in Sweden.
And you, and you.
And this is the real me.
I'm Randy Purcell. I'm an encaustic painter. The technique I use is transferring ink onto beeswax. The ink comes from magazine pages. That's why in my paintings you'll see a lot of text and things that are in reverse because of the transfer process. This piece behind me here is Hal Ketchum. Me and my wife, she introduced me to Hal's music years ago, and big fans, and we've seen him in concert several times. Inspired to do this piece because it was one of the last concerts we saw him at 3rd and Lindsay. So this piece here is Blue Air George. George is a rooster that was on a friend's farm in East Tennessee. This was an inspiration because it reminded me of my grandmother having this mosaic rooster at her house, and my family was Catholic. And the mosaic rooster just stands out to me. When I was a kid, I always thought that was the coolest thing. It was in our kitchen, and so I tried to mimic that a little bit by putting all these different smaller shapes in to represent the feathers and the different colors. So this piece here is a recreation of a brewery in Louisville. It's called Against the Grain. I was just drawn to this unique sign it had out front, and so I played with the composition. And this was talking about my process, how it's changed over the years. This was probably 2014, 2015 when I did this piece. And I was playing with how I could put other imagery inside of a painting. So in this one, I don't know, it's called Hanging Out at the Brewery. It's got my eyes. If you look close, you can see I kind of put myself into the painting. And my paintings early on were a lot looser. I've kind of tightened up and I've gotten more detail in them now. But this one was a fun one to do, just focusing on maybe the bigger elements of the composition.
They don't know this ain't nowhere till they ain't been here before. They should see that this is heaven. They just looked outside the door. They don't know this ain't nowhere. Well, it never crossed their mind. 'Cause everybody's going somewhere, trying to leave nothing behind.